Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios and decided to do something different this week as well. So I watched this guy on YouTube called Tekking 101. He's a YouTuber personality. He mostly pertains to anime, and I specifically watch his One Piece videos. I'm a pretty big fan of One Piece. I don't know if that's been prevalent in my videos or not, but I'm also a fan of Dungeons and Dragons. And he took it upon himself, that Tekking 101, to make a YouTube video about getting isekai'd into the One Piece world. And he did it with the help of a lovely dice chart that he made. And I decided to follow along at home. I thought it would be cool. And I actually took some notes of what I got. So what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to talk about what I got when I was rolling it as I watched the video, and then I'm going to do a live roll, see what I get. So I rolled, I got New World, which after reading his New World chart, I realized there is a ton of places there that can get you killed very quickly. So I took that D20, I rolled, and I got Pradhans Kingdom, which isn't a terrible place to land. So we don't actually know a lot about Pradhans Kingdom, except that Isabella II is the ruler of it, and Dagma is in charge of, you know, like the army and protecting him and stuff. Aside from that, we know that King Riku did a bunch of nice things to help him in the past, be it war related or just resource related. I'm not really 100% sure. But you know what? Landing there's not terrible. It's a kingdom where the king doesn't think he is the most important person in the world and that everybody else needs to die. This is the kind of king who entered a battle royale tournament to get the Mera no Mi, the flame fruit, so that I don't know if it was just for military power or if it was more to just protect his people, but regardless, you know, you'd be backed by a king who can shoot fireballs, and his punch was said to be strong enough to take out a Yonko, which would be really enhanced with the firepower. So in addition, he added some rules. Tekking, you get 1 million berry, so that's fine. That's enough to go grab a couple weapons. The one thing I liked was if you have like a sickness or something where you need like a special medication, like if you need insulin or something, you don't need it here. You're cured, which means he can correct me if I'm wrong, if he ever even saw this video. But if I am wrong, I assume that means you get to go there as a healthy individual, which means, you know, things about me would be different. And I assume that also doesn't mean like peak performance, but what's really nice about landing in the Pradhans Kingdom is it's in the New World already. And, oh, I should mention the other rule. We know what happens in the manga, and we land in the One Piece world the day that Luffy sets out. Now, because I landed in the Pradhans Kingdom, I know what's going to happen in Paradise and the East Blue and all that 2 years. 2 years from now, I know that Luffy and crew will be coming to the New World, which means I have 2 years to train to be good enough to be a member of that crew. I also have 2 years to win the favor of King Isabella II. And if I earn his favor, I might be able to go to Dressrosa with him. Partially to meet Luffy, maybe even join the crew if I think I'm good enough, if I think I'm, you know, strong enough, but mostly to see if I could help during the Dressrosa issue. I don't think I want to like steal the flame fruit from Sabo or anything, like, because I don't want to affect the timeline, because there's nothing in One Piece right now that I think I could prevent even with my prior knowledge. Like, knowing that when Luffy gets to Dressrosa, unless I immediately find the Straw Hat crew and tell them, like, don't, you know, look out for Capone when you get to Zoe, like that kind of thing, there's nothing I can really do to directly change anything. But it would be cool to meet them. I can't deny that. What I would do, though, is now that I'm working towards becoming a member of the Pradhans Kingdom, I would probably warn my king about Bartolomeo in the B block. I believe they're in B block. No, it was, yeah, A block was Burgess. So B block, because Luffy's in C block. Yeah. So anyways, warn the king about Bartolomeo and his barrier, because that's going to be the guy that needs to get focused first rather than last, which is how, you know, the king lost. I can bring with me one object that I own, and there's a D100 chart for the one thing that you gain. So I got a sash with a skull embroidered on it, which if I look at this chart, I believe it was number 28. Yes, I get a sash with a skull embroidered on it. I may just ditch that like right off the get-go because I don't want people thinking I'm a pirate as soon as I land mysteriously in a kingdom. And the one object that I own, as cliche as it sounds, I would probably take a photo of my family. Just because I would want to remember why I'm trying to get back to the, you know, well, if there's a way to get back, I would definitely go for it. If there isn't, it would at least be something to remind me that I'm not, you know, that I'm from a different world. Aside from that, I guess there's really nothing else I would do. I would just live in Pradhans Kingdom. I'd probably do my best to be a decent citizen. Maybe learn, I think I would take up swordplay. If I don't know how to use hockey or devil fruit or anything like that, I would probably become a swordsman, is what I would try to do. But that, I feel like there's a lot of people that would say they would do that. I'm going to turn on my secondary camera here. I have it pointed down here on my table so that you guys can see the dice. I am going to roll on the chart live here while I'm recording and take from there, you know, whatever it is that happens. So you start with a D6 to see what section of the world you are in. I got a 4 this time. That is the West Blue, which doesn't have a lot of options. In fact, I don't even have my D4 here. That is how few options I did not think I was going to get. There we go. Okay, so I own a lot of dice sets. I am a dungeon master for a few of my friends. So let us roll that D4 and see where we get. Not a lot of options, but 4. That is the Kano country. I'm going to take one moment to refamiliarize myself. So jump cut. Just realized I forgot to turn the camera on for those dice rolls. But we'll keep that between us. The Kano country is where the Chinjiao family comes from. So let's see what I get on the rest of the chart, and we'll get back to that. So I'll roll this D100. You know what? Actually, let's see if I got nearby. No, I keep that in my... well, tell you what. If this ever comes up again, I will bring out my actual D100. Not just 2 D10s put together. It is a die with 100 sides. So, all right, let's see what we get. 57. That is an 8-ounce bottle of poison. Well, I mean, Dan Chinjiao is An elderly man. And Sai could go there already as the... No, no. Okay. No, I wouldn't do that. The object I would own, I'm going to keep that the same. It'd be like a photo of my family. But what's... Oh, right. Another new rule. He had a patch update. So you end up there with the clothing that you're wearing and 2 sets of clothes. I would just go with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt for warm weather. And I was wearing a pair of shorts when I was watching the video, so that's what I would be wearing. As for the second set of clothes, I would... it has to be clothing that you own. So the warmest thing I own, I'm a big fan of cold weather, so I actually don't really... I own I own 2 hoodies that I like put inside of each other, and that's what I wear as a winter coat. So I guess that's what I would take, technically. That is a set of clothes. But anyways, back to what I was saying. It's kind of the same strategy. You know, take up swordplay, join Dan Xin Zhao, and work my way to Dressrosa. Didn't think it was going to be that close to the exact same thing, but yeah. I'd be more pirate-esque than I would be working for the Pradhans Kingdom, but yeah, I guess that's it. I would just be more on the side of Dan Xin Zhao, and we would work our way through to the Dressrosa storyline, and I'd still probably do what I can to help out during the Doflamingo fight and all that, but I'd probably get thrown to the wayside, just like any other cannon fodder guy. So yeah, that's my take on Tekking's dice charts. I'm going to leave links in the description to the original Isekai video and then his part 2 where he added a couple new rules and stuff. That's it. So this is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.